Ever wondered why, regardless of how much you try, there is always minimal or no money left after each month? Or why others are able to save so easily, and we others struggle through lean budgets? Maybe the answer is hiding in something we take for granted, the secret cost drain. Modeled on Warren Buffett, one of the world's greatest investors today, we're going to examine 16 classic money wasters. Buffett's frugal way of life and the judiciousness he exhibits when it comes to spending unnecessary money provide a great model by which to examine our own habits. You may be amazed at where your money is slipping away quietly. Consider eliminating these money-losing habits for good, investing that money in goals that are important to you. What would that do for your financial life? Although it may seem overwhelming at first, we'll break it down step by step. By the time you finish watching this video, you'll be better equipped to take control of your finances through the examples of one who amassed billions through frugality and intelligence. Do you wish to become wealthy and financially successful? If so, join in on the discussion by leaving a comment below using the phrases, "I will be the first billionaire in my family." In doing so, you're affirming a strong intention for financial growth and you're activating a wealth consciousness. Take a second to like and subscribe to the channel. It's quick, but does make a big difference in sharing with others worthwhile information. It means a lot to me, and I truly appreciate each of you for your input and feedback. Also, don't hesitate to post a savings tip or personal money management strategy you're utilizing or plan on putting into effect. Your idea might inspire someone else or get a conversation going that helps everybody. When we share knowledge, we assist in teaching and improving each other. Since you've subscribed and left a comment, let's move on to today's topic. Have you ever taken the time to wonder where your money goes each month? For most individuals, the issue isn't income. It's those small everyday expenses that add up, stealthily chewing away at financial security. Much of financial prosperity is about finding and trimming these costs before they become problems. But to really do that, it helps to have a purpose in mind. When you do have a goal, whether it's building a comfortable retirement, saving for that dream trip, or having more financial freedom, every budget cut and saving decision matters. The journey is made simpler when you know where you're going. There's a strong philosophy to remember. The highest sophistication is simplicity. Leonardo da Vinci is credited with saying this, which serves as a reminder that a life with less excess leads to a life with more meaning. You'll discover that you need less than you initially believed, and that simplicity gives a freedom no luxury can compare if you eliminate what doesn't serve you and concentrate on what really important. Therefore, think about your objective before we go into the 16 items that might be depleting your funds. Now is the ideal moment to reflect if you don't already have one. Every financial decision becomes a freeing one rather than a sacrifice when there is a defined goal in mind. Let's begin. Item 1. Expired bulk purchases. Purchasing in bulk may seem like a wise choice, particularly if you're looking for a discount and the unit price appears to be lower. It's alluring to think that you may save money by stockpiling food or other items. However, have you ever given any thought to whether you'll actually be able to finish everything before it goes bad? We frequently purchase more than we require and wind up discarding things that may have saved us money. For instance, you bring a large bag of dried fruits home with the intention of conserving them, but they wind up forgotten in the pantry. It's either expired or stale by the time you recall it. This occurs more frequently than you may imagine, wasting what should have been a wise buy. The answer is straightforward. Consider what you'll really utilize while making your purchases. Don't load up your basket with bulky items if you don't have enough pantry space or live in a tiny apartment. Less is sometimes more, and you may be surprised at how much you save. For example, it is estimated that between 30 and 40% of food is wasted each year in the United States, costing billions of dollars. Your budget can significantly change if you avoid this kind of waste. Item 2. Spontaneous shopping in stores. Stores have a talent for getting you to spend more than you meant to. From the tunes playing in the background to the intentionally designed layouts and product presentations, everything is intended to get you to purchase. Have you ever noticed how carts in stores such as Target or Walmart are always bigger than what you actually need? Coincidence? How many times have you gone shopping for something you were in need of and filled your cart up with surprise items? That pack of bargain cookies or cute top you didn't know you required can quickly become a lot of money and derail your monthly budget. The best method of combat for this trap is simple, but incredibly effective. Make up a shopping list and, more than anything, stick to it. It seems daft, but the impact on your pocket can be fantastic. Create a budget first before you even leave the house, and do not let yourself get distracted from it. Another strategy is not to shop when you are tired or hungry, because the brain will be lusting for instant gratification in such conditions and result in more impulse buys. Next time, try to adhere to a thorough list and see how it works out for your budget. Your wallet will thank you for it. Now go to the comments and put this up. I will avoid impulse buying in the shops by sticking to my budget. When you see your comment, I will know you're clever and will give you a heart. Now that you have put it up, let's continue. Item 3. Branded glasses. A lot of individuals believe that branded eyewear is of higher quality. After all, the finest must be guaranteed by a big price tag on a well-known trademark, right? Not all the time. Unbeknownst to you, a lot of well-known eyewear brands are produced by the same business, so you're paying more for the name than the actual quality. Price is not necessarily a reliable indicator of lens effectiveness or durability when it comes to eyewear. Independent shops or specialty websites offer high-quality solutions where the price you pay reflects the quality rather than the brand mark. You may save money on glasses without compromising the health of your eyes by purchasing them online or from obscure optical shops. The next time you need new glasses, research prices and compare options. You may be surprised by affordable, high-quality alternatives. Keep in mind that having a large budget also translates into having a large life. 4. The lottery. It might seem like a quick fix to transform your life by playing the lotto. Who hasn't hoped to win millions with a single ticket, after all? In actuality, however, the likelihood of this occurring is quite low. For example, there is a 1 in 292 million chance of winning the Powerball. Put another way, your odds of getting hit by lightning are 1 in 15,300, which is higher than your chances of winning the lottery. You are essentially wasting money if you spend it on lottery tickets on a regular basis. Even while those few dollars a week might not seem like much, they can have a big impact on your budget over time. What do you receive in exchange? Just a slim possibility to get wealthy when you might be investing that money in something safer. Consider investing your money in a genuine return choice rather than playing the lottery. While it may not provide the excitement of winning millions, investing in mutual funds or a high-yield savings account is far safer and wiser. Invested capital increases over time, so you don't have to depend on chance to better your financial situation. Now type this in the comment section. Instead than depending on chance to make my financial situation better, I will take steps to become financially independent. I'll give you a heart when I see your remark since I know you're wise. After your comment, let's go on. Item 5. Bank fees and credit card charges. Bank fees and credit card charges are some of the biggest money wasters that often go unnoticed. Small fees, such as account maintenance fees, high interest rates, and ATM withdrawal charges, quietly add up and can significantly impact your budget over time. It's an expense that many overlook, but it can make a big difference over a year. Consider this. In 2019, Americans spent a staggering $14 billion on credit card late fees alone. This figure doesn't even account for the interest rates that compound on unpaid balances. Fortunately, these fees are avoidable. Many digital banks offer accounts with no fees and even reimburse you for ATM charges. When it comes to credit cards, the rule is simple. Always pay off your full statement amount on time to avoid interest charges and late fees. Now is a perfect time to review your bank accounts and credit cards. Examine what you are paying in fees and seek out less expensive alternatives. It might seem hard to believe, but savings on such small expenses can add up and make a big difference by the end of the year. Item 6. Purchases of branded medication. We have a propensity to desire the best for our health. We frequently think that well-known and more costly brands are the finest. In actuality, though, the active components and efficacy of generic and brand-name drugs are identical. The price, which might vary significantly, is the only actual variation. You may be paying double or even more just for a recognizable package. For instance, It's common to spend $30 on a branded medication when the generic version with the same composition costs half as much. This means you're paying for the brand's name and marketing, not for the quality or effectiveness of the medicine. In most cases, the generic does the same job. The tip here is to always ask your doctor or pharmacist if there's a generic alternative for the prescribed medication. You'll find that in most cases, generics are available and can provide considerable savings without compromising your health. Item 7. Restaurant beverage costs. Having a drink at a restaurant can be an innocent additional with your dinner, but the cost of those drinks is always much higher than you know. A penny-an-ounce soda for the restaurant can cost you $5 or more on your final bill. When alcohol beverages are included, the profit margin is even higher, with profit margins of more than 1,000%. This means that you can inflate your restaurant bill simply by ordering a drink that can easily be replaced by water, which is usually free. It's a small change, but it can really make a difference in your budget in the long term. The next time you dine out, try water instead of sodas or cocktails. Other than being a better option, the twist on the bill will surprise you. If you truly adore a nice alcoholic drink, it might be more economical to reserve it for occasions at home, where the cost is far less. If you've liked the material thus far, please press the like button, and if you're a new viewer, please subscribe to the channel and help us hit 100,000 subscribers. We're going there. Would I be able to count on your help? If you are already subscribed, comment, "I subscribed." Simply comment, "I subscribed."
Appreciate that.
Now that you have commented, let's proceed. Item 8. Clothes and accessories you don't love. How many times did you buy something you liked about an item of clothing or accessory because it was on sale, or you thought one day you were going to use it but never did so? This is one of the most common mistakes that lead to wasted money. When we shop for something where we kind of like what we're buying but do not necessarily love it, it usually ends up filling up the closet. The truth of the matter is that spending money on garments you don't love is a waste. The right approach is applying the love it or leave it rule. If, on trying it out, you feel no excitement in wearing the product immediately, then chances are you should not have spent the money on it. Keeping it simple also comes into play. A limited number of clothes that you actually love and wear frequently is more financially sound and practical than filling your closet with pieces you never wear. The next time you go shopping, ask yourself, do I really love this? If the answer is no, it may be best to leave it behind, spending less money and less cluttering up your closet. Item 9. Unused subscriptions. These days, it's simple to rack up subscriptions to services you hardly remember purchasing, such as a digital magazine that only takes up space in your email or a streaming service you haven't used in months. One significant cause of money waste is unused subscriptions. These little monthly sums can add up to hundreds of dollars wasted over the course of a year. According to a recent research, 2/3 of customers overlook at least one subscription they pay for on a monthly basis, wasting an average of $240 a year. Although this might not seem like much at first, think of what you could achieve with that sum if you invested it or even just kept it in a bank account. The answer is straightforward. Examine your subscriptions. Spend a few minutes reviewing your credit card account or bank statement and terminating any services you haven't used in the past several months. You may save a lot of money and free up funds for things that are really important with this little effort. Item 10. Hotel Wi-Fi charges. Although less frequent, charging for Wi-Fi in hotels is still a regular practice in many places. This charge, which can vary from $10 to $20 per day, may be included even in upscale hotels. Even if it might not seem like much, a week's stay can add up, particularly if you're paying for something that ought to be a fundamental service. Here's a quick hint. Many hotels provide their loyalty program members with complimentary Wi-Fi. Many individuals are unaware that registering for these programs just takes a few minutes and is typically free. This advantage is provided to registered members via networks such as Hilton Honors and Marriott Bonvoy, for example, without the need for points or costly stays. Therefore, find out if the hotel has a loyalty program before paying for Wi-Fi on your next vacation. You may save a significant amount of money by doing this one action, and it may even lead to further advantages like future stay discounts. Item 11. Hotels and airline tickets. During the busiest times, one of the greatest pleasures in life is traveling, but if you don't prepare ahead, you can wind up paying far more than you need to. Booking hotel stays and airline tickets at the busiest times of the year, when demand drives up costs, is one of the biggest blunders individuals make. This covers times when prices are greatly increased, such as during school breaks, long weekends, and holidays like Christmas. You've undoubtedly seen the price increase if you've attempted to plan a last-minute trip during these periods. During periods of high demand, hotels that charge $150 per night during the off-season can quickly rise to $300 or more. Similarly, the cost of plane tickets might double. Planning ahead or, if at all feasible, selecting dates outside of the busiest times of the year are the best ways to avoid these exorbitant costs. In addition to ensuring cheaper prices, this also ensures a more tranquil trip free of tourists. You're far more likely to obtain better prices if you're flexible with your dates. Item 12.
Roaming internationally.
Receiving the phone bill after traveling overseas without sufficient planning might be an unpleasant surprise. Without the right package, using your phone regularly in another country might cost hundreds of dollars due to infamously high international roaming costs. Although being connected is really convenient, it is obviously a waste of money when the cost is excessive. Thankfully, it's easy to avoid these costs. These days, there are alternatives like YesAM that let you purchase a local SIM card when you are there or add a local data plan to your phone without requiring a physical SIM card. Both options are far less expensive than standard roaming fees. Examine your carrier's overseas packages before your next trip, or think about getting a local SIM or an eSIM. You may prevent an unexpected phone bill and save a lot of money with one easy tweak. Item 13. Big automobiles. Purchasing a huge automobile could seem like a smart idea, but it may not fit with your lifestyle. After all, it's alluring to have more room, comfort, and a sense of security when traveling. However, a huge automobile could be a waste of money for many people, particularly those who live in cities or don't have a large family. Compared to a smaller automobile, a huge vehicle has much greater fuel, maintenance, and insurance expenditures. You may be overpaying for something you don't use to its full potential if you don't require the additional capacity on a regular basis. For instance, a huge SUV uses more gasoline and might have much higher insurance costs. Furthermore, it might be difficult to park or manage a bigger vehicle in crowded places. The answer? When purchasing an automobile, take your actual lifestyle into account. A smaller model, or even a hybrid, may be far more cost-effective and efficient if you live in an urban area and only use your car for shopping or commuting. Over time, you'll have more money in your pocket due to lower gasoline and maintenance expenses. Item 14. And concern with investment funds is their high fees. Not many investors are aware that fund management costs can eat up a sizable amount of earnings. High returns are promised by investment funds with high fees, such actively managed funds. However, this isn't always the case. Over time, fees can reduce gains, even if they are favorable. For instance, a 1% discrepancy in the management fee might not seem like much in the near run, but it might result in thousands of dollars being lost in 20 or 30 years. Your wealth will be gradually drained by this stealthy trap without you even realizing it. The answer? Seek for inexpensive index funds. These passively managed funds, like the well-known S&P 500 index fund, have far lower costs than standard mutual funds, so more of your money is working for you rather than being eaten up by fees. After expenses, these funds also often perform better than actively managed funds. One of the best ways to increase your long-term profits may be to review your assets and look for a less expensive option. Item 15. Expensive souvenir purchases. Traveling is an amazing experience, and it's always tempting to bring home a memento. But we frequently wind up spending money on big, pricey mementos that are eventually forgotten on a shelf or hidden away in a corner of the house. These expensive mementos can be a waste of money in addition to taking up room, especially when you consider how many more practical items you might have purchased with that sum. Large decorative things, paintings, or statues may appear lovely right now, but once they're at home, they might not serve the purpose or make the impression you had in mind, and eventually they merely collect dust. Choosing smaller mementos with actual significance or purpose, such as keychains or fridge magnets, is a far more sensible and cost-effective option than spending money on these things. These little trinkets are inexpensive, portable, and nonetheless serve as a constant reminder of the journey. Consider your options carefully before purchasing that pricey memento the next time you're on the road. Without going over budget, pick something you'll genuinely use or see often. Item 16. Presents for unappreciative recipients. Although giving presents is a show of respect, it may quickly turn into a waste of money if the recipients don't value or appreciate the gesture. We've all spent time and money on something we believe would be unique, only to have it put away or worse, never utilized. In addition to being financially burdensome, this kind of spending may also be emotionally upsetting. Understanding that a gift's worth lies in its meaning and how it resonates with the receiver rather than its cost is crucial in this situation. It's essential to find out what truly makes the individual happy before making a costly purchase. Quality time, a memorable event, or simply a heartfelt gesture like a heartfelt letter or a nice supper might sometimes be what people treasure most. Find out what your loved one's preferred language is. Investing in an event or simply a meaningful discussion might have a greater impact and cost less money if a material gift isn't appreciated. Giving something that genuinely affects the recipient is more important than just stocking stores with more items. To help us achieve 5,000 subscribers, please click the like button if you've enjoyed the content thus far. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. We're headed there. Can I rely on your assistance? I subscribed. Please remark if you have already done so. I subscribed, so feel free to leave a remark. I appreciate you doing it. After your comment, let's go on. We'll next go over 20 typical things that, even though they are easily attainable, many billionaires choose to forego. It's interesting to note that high-income individuals who haven't achieved millionaire status often make these purchases, and they usually include significant debt. The first is fancy cars. Despite their attractive appearance, luxury automobiles lose value quickly. Because they value functionality over status, many billionaires continue to drive dependable mid-range cars. Their demands are met by these vehicles without the high maintenance and prestige costs. Second place goes to designer clothing. When it comes to smart style, the name is irrelevant. When it comes to fashion, frugal millionaires choose classic, high-quality pieces over fads. They are aware that style has nothing to do with brand. It's about making long-lasting decisions. Third, pricey timepieces. Although you may imagine a millionaire wearing a high-end watch, many actually wear plain, reasonably priced watches. For them, the purpose of a watch is to tell the time, not to flaunt one's wealth. The fourth is eating out frequently. Regularly eating out may quickly deplete your budget. Many billionaires appreciate fine cuisine without making it a regular cost by cooking at home and treating eating out as a rare occasion. Fifth, the newest electronics. Millionaires avoid the temptation to purchase every new technology. Realizing they don't need the newest version to stay connected, they frequently purchase used gadgets or wait for price reductions. Number 6. Exquisite getaways. They look for unusual, reasonably priced vacation experiences rather than five-star resorts. Many frugal billionaires like exploring more than splurging, and they value adventure over luxury. Number 7. Daily coffee shop runs. Coffee made at home saves a ton of money in the long term. Those early morning cafe runs may not amount to much, but they do add up, and millionaires appreciate the value of saving pennies every day. Number 8. Home decor trends. Constantly updating home decor can cost a fortune. Instead, millionaires like timeless styles, avoiding having to keep up with each trend and having a look that endures. Number 9. Expensive cable packages. With all these streaming choices, they eliminate expensive cable, turning to more affordable options that carry their must-haves. It's all about eliminating unnecessary spending while still having fun. Number 10. Costly cleaning products. Why spend money on costly cleaners when homemade cleaners suffice? Basic ingredients like vinegar, baking soda, and lemon juice are not only cheaper but sometimes safer and better for the environment. Number 11. Luxury homes. Though they might buy a mansion with ease, cheap millionaires tend to go for humble abodes. They opt for comfort and functionality, realizing that the worth of a home is not its size, but its ability to serve their needs. Number 12. Brand name groceries. Brand names do not always equate to better. Some millionaires buy generic grocery brands that provide the same quality at a lower price without the tag, prioritizing the essential over labels. Number 13. First-class flights. Flying economy does not cheapen the travel experience. They know that everyone arrives in the same place, so they typically skip the first-class upgrade to splurge elsewhere. Number 14. Expensive beauty treatments. Beauty is a must, but expensive treatments are not. Millionaires go for low-cost, effective regimens, knowing that beauty is a matter of routine rather than expense. Number 15. Fashion trends. Following fashion trends can be a money pit. They stick to classic, timeless pieces, building a wardrobe that remains stylish and versatile over the years. Number 16. Multiple credit cards. More credit cards typically mean more debt. Millionaires only use 1 or 2 cards, making it easier to keep track of spending and not accumulate too much debt. Number 17. Overpriced pet supplies. Designer pet accessories? Not necessary. Millionaires choose function over fashion, and their priority is the health and happiness of their pets, not brands. Number 18. Expensive hobbies. Having fun doesn't have to be expensive. Millionaires find happiness in pursuits that don't break the cash, such as hiking, reading, or participating in neighborhood sports. By the way, please leave a comment if you enjoyed this video so far and would like to see more. Go ahead and type. I'd want to know more. 19. High-end furniture. They like the allure of DIY or second-hand furniture, which provides distinctive individuality without breaking the bank. Millionaires are aware that good furniture doesn't have to be costly. Number 20. Magnificent presents. When it comes to giving, they consider cost, preferring meaningful presents over pricey ones. Millionaires know that thoughtful presents are more important than expensive ones. Setting sensible priorities is the true lesson here, not deprivation. Even minor changes, such as waiting for that new phone or preparing coffee at home, can have a significant impact over time if deliberate decisions are made. Creating independence and living your life as you see fit are more important aspects of true riches than acquiring material belongings. Therefore, think about whether a luxury buy fits with your long-term goals the next time you're tempted to make one. In summary, the discipline you use to manage your income is more important for real financial success than the amount of money you earn. By finding and cutting out these stealthy money suckers, you're making a powerful step towards financial freedom. Attracted by stingy millionaires like Warren Buffett, it's clear that money grows with intentional choices, not careless spending. As you cut out wasteful spending and cultivate a mindset of intentional spending, you'll be closer to your financial goals with each step. If this video has added value to your life and you're keen on maximizing its benefits, I'd like to hear your feedback. Leave your comment below, and please don't forget to include the words, "I watched the video till the very end," so give me a heart. When I see your comment, I'll give you a heart, of course. To continue down your path to success, you have 3 essential things to do. 1. Subscribe to this channel. 2. Press the notification bell. 3. Like this video. By doing so, you'll ensure you won't miss the life-transforming tips that we give to you each week, for free. Don't miss our subsequent videos, where we'll share even more nuggets of information. All I'm asking for is your subscription, and I really thank you. Creating quality content